So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. Something unimaginable has happened, and once again it involves a school in Nigeria and its pupils or students. We haven't completely gotten over the tragedy that happened in Dowen College not too long ago. And here we are, confronted with another one. The school in question here is called Chrisland Schools, and it's one of the highbrow schools in Lagos State. It is located somewhere in VGC. Sometime few months back, pupils from Chrisland School joined other pupils and students from all across the world for the World School Games, a sporting competition that held in Dubai. Even before the news of this sad incident broke out, I was very aware of this contest. Purity, the daughter of popular Nollywood actress Mercy Johnson, was a part of the contestants, and I remember watching in sheer admiration all the pictures and videos of her that were shared on social media by her parents. I honestly thought that it was a great idea giving these young children all the exposure and platform and setting them on a pedestrian for excellence at a young age, but of course under supervision, right? At that sporting competition, there was tennis, there was race, there was swimming, there were a lot of fun activities that held. But underneath all those fun activities was one incident, an incident that would change the life of a 10-year-old girl forever. A disgusting video of this 10-year-old child filled the internet a few hours back. And in this video, it showed this young girl in a room that looked like a hotel room with about 3 other persons in it. This child was totally unclad. When I say totally, I mean completely undressed. She was right on top of another small young child, and the video showed her very active in sexual intercourse with this boy, switching positions, smiling, grinning like they were in the cafeteria having a meal, while someone stood by the side recording everything that was going on. Trust me, it's one of the goriest things that you would ever see. Immediately news of this ugly incident made it out to the public. The school announced an indefinite suspension of this child. But it's actually confusing why the school will announce a suspension when this information made it out to the public and not when this incident occurred. Not when they got wind and took knowledge of this incident. But we'll get to that, okay? I'm going to conduct a full legally speaking episode on this incident where I'm going to buttress and break down all the facts, all the issues surrounding this case. But before we jump into that will be like putting the cart before the horse. Before we jump into that, it's very incumbent for us to hear the account of the mother of this child, what the family had to say about this incident.
My child attends Chrisland School, VGC. Good evening, mothers. Good evening to everybody, to fellow Nigerians. Please, I am making out this cry to everyone to help me out. About a month ago, I was on my way out of Lagos. So I got a call from Mrs. Azike, a head teacher from Chrisland. So she called me that she needed to see me. I said, okay, that I'll come when I return back. So 2 days after, I came to the school. When I got to the school, I met her with 2 other women in her office, and they introduced me as, one introduced herself as Mrs. Kemi. I can't remember her surname, and the other one. So that they came from Chrisland headquarters. I said, okay, is there a problem? They said no, that they just wanted me to know that my daughter, whom I left in their care, that they took to Dubai, that she had a kiss with a boy, and the boy also kissed her. So they found out that they got that kissing thing from True and Dare. So I said, okay, if it is that I will curtail, that what they wanted me to do was for me to take her phone from her, so that they won't keep practicing that. I said, okay, if it's just that I will collect, I was going to get the phone from her. So if there was any other thing, they said no. Even Mrs. Kemi told me that I should not tell my husband, that it is not everything women discuss or disclose this to their husband. So I said, oh, okay, no problem. As long as this is just kissing, and that I will caution my daughter. So I left them. Then I didn't hear anything from them again. The girl was going. I thought everything was fine. Not until after 2 to 3 weeks that we had that conversation, Mrs. Azike, the head teacher, now sent me a link that she wanted us to have a Zoom meeting by 5 p.m. I said okay, that I was going to join them. So by the time I logged on, I did not see anybody. I had to call her that I did not see anybody online. She now said okay, she was going to contact the rest people. I said okay. So we had that meeting. There were many people, boards of directors, which I was even the one asking them, what is your name, sir? What can you introduce yourself? And so one particularly said that his name is Aki. So the Aki was the one, like the person leading the meeting. He began by saying, if there is no forgiveness, there won't be sin. If there is no sin, there won't be forgiveness. He was speaking in parable. At a time, I had to, I said, what are you talking? What are you people discussing that you are just, He now said, no, that they just wanted to do a follow-up to ensure that I have withdrawn Julian's phone and to check on how Julian is doing. I said, okay, Julian is fine. But he now made a comment. He said, when it happened. I said, sir, what happened? He said, Julian did not tell you. I said, no, Julian did not tell me anything. So on that, I'm sure they have the record of that Zoom meeting. So I was screaming at them. I said, tell me what? I don't understand. Julian, did anything happen? Julian said no. So I said, okay, as it is now, that I don't even know what you people are talking about. But if he extends more than this, that my husband will definitely know about. But the way people are calling me that, I'm not comfortable with it. So at the end, we finished the meeting and we left. They didn't tell me anything. I went on my own. So the day after, a parent called me after we had that Zoom meeting the next day, that please, that she needed to see me, that it is very, very urgent. So I had to go to her house. When I got to her house, she said something has been trending in Chrisland, that which I am not even aware, that she has told them that if this woman knows that she doesn't think I am aware of this incident. So the woman now called me that, look at this video, see what is trending in Chrisland, that all the parents are aware. So immediately I informed my husband, look at what is going on. So we began to call Mrs. Azike. She refused to pick her call. I called her more than 20 times. She didn't respond to the call. But later, I think she spoke with my husband and told him that she doesn't know anything if such a thing existed. So that was how we began. I even began to beat my daughter that, why would this happen? What is going on? So as we were beating her, the girl now said, Mommy, please, can I talk to you? I said, okay, what is it? She said that the Chrisland, Mrs. Azike, threatened her not to speak out. That she should not speak out. So she narrated how it happened, how they abandoned them in hotel, how the school left them, and how she got, into this thing that is happening now. So even on our behalf, they have been coming to have meeting. They've been sending delegates from their headquarters to have meeting with my daughter without my consent. I was not aware, we were not informed. So please, I am begging Nigerians to help me. Help me, because Chrisland was trying to hide this issue. Chrisland was trying to push out push us out of the way, and my daughter was going psychologically, insane. Please, I need help as a mother. I am begging fellow Nigerians to help me. Please, that is my cry. So as a mother, and the part that Chris Land played to cover up this issue. Chris Land, on the day of Mother's Day, I was in school. We were all there, not knowing that they had other people, other delegates that came to interrogate my daughter. As soon as we finished that Mother's Day, I left, and they took my daughter elsewhere to go and interrogate her without my consent.
Coach.
Secondly, they've been threatening my daughter that if she speaks out, that they are going to, that it is a men's world, that she should keep quiet, she shouldn't disclose to me. And my daughter was dying in silence. I didn't know. Every day when she's going to school, I'll be forcing her, Julian, come out. I'll be telling her, come outside, come outside. This child won't want to go to school. Even a teacher, Mr. Timothy, her class teacher was calling her a stupid girl, useless girl, in the midst of other children, in the midst of other students. Please help me. They took this girl, took her to go and do pregnancy test without me knowing, without the father knowing, and lied to her that they were taking her for COVID test. They took her almost 3 times for COVID test. Please, is it possible? Do they use blood sample for COVID test? Do they use urine for COVID test? And I did not know, not until this thing came up. And to crown it all, because we have started confronting them, because we have started telling them that we are aware of what has happened, they now sent her a suspension letter. After I carried my daughter, handed her over to you, and you people were begging me that she should come. We paid a lot for her to go to that trip with you. And you got there, left them uncared for. Please help me. I need help. I need help. My daughter is not okay. Please, I need help. If there is any way you people can help me, please help me. I need help, please. So, when I was asking my daughter to explain to me what happened, my daughter said that they went out in the morning to have breakfast, and one of the boys, Kachi, begged her that she should borrow him her phone charger. So she gave Kachi the charger. Then later in the evening, I think after they had dinner in the evening, the Kachi now called her room that she should come and pick up her charger. So she went there. When she went to the place to get the charger. When she got there, they opened the door, and one of them asked her to take her charger from the toilet. That it was when she entered the toilet that they now hijacked her, told her to drink, to take a substance. So they were all under the influence of drug. So after that, she did not know what she was doing again. So that was what she narrated to me, and they told her to be climbing them, and somebody stood and was videoing them and was posting it out. So
this incident is sickening, to say the least. It's a very sad and ugly one. No parent deserves to watch her baby in such an act. But if the account of the mother is anything to go by, there are a lot of questions that I may pose. First, why did the school conceal such an abomination from from the family of this child? Secondly, what amount of supervision was given to these children, especially for the fact that they were in a foreign country? How many chaperones were assigned to these children? Were the girls completely separated from the boys? Even in hostels, male and female, regardless of the age, are not allowed to reside in the same building, because you never can tell. These children could be very funny. So what kind of arrangements did the school have for male pupils and female pupils? Again, why was this child suspended only when the news got out to the public? If there was supposed to be a suspension at all, it should have happened when the school got the information or saw the video of what happened. Why did the school have to wait until this information leaked out to the public before they swung into action and suspended the child? Fourthly, why was a pregnancy test conducted on a 10-year-old child without the parents' consent? That is ridiculous if that happened. There are a lot of questions that need answering. A lot of people have expressed mixed reaction as to this incident. In fact, a number of fingers are pointing to the parents and blaming them on bad upbringing and parental negligence. I mean, they say that how can a child at 10 go through such an incident and the parents are not aware? It shows a big lacuna, a gap between the parents and the child. It shows that these parents are only interested in standard education, expensive schools, but that's fundamental background, that relationship that should happen, that friendship that should exist between a child and their parents was missing in this case. I mean, how can a 10-year-old child have a sex tape going around and she knows that her sex tape is leaked, but she couldn't even bring herself to discuss it with her mother? Her mother is alive, not a stepmother, not an aunt. A lot of people are pointing fingers at her parents for being partly responsible for the turnout of events. What do you think? Do you think that the parents have some blame to take? Do you think that children that age shouldn't even have any business having smartphones at all? What do you think about what is going on? As I hinted earlier, my next video will be very detailed, in depth, as to what my opinion is and what the law says about this incident, this ugly incident that has happened. But in the interim, I would love for you to drop all your feedback, thoughts, and emotions in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, and stay glued for that video. It's me, your girl, Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.